What's up, squad? Chris with NoLimitSquad, your personal Isochain and fitness vlogging channel. Today we are going to cover isometrics at a kind of 10,000 foot view. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses right now, there are gnats everywhere and they desperately just want to fly in your eyeball and not anywhere else. So that's why. Let's get into it. Weightlifting, lifting things up and putting them down. Planet Fitness kind of coined that term that's been used for quite a while now. Everybody knows what it means, and we know that it also works. We know that progressive overload and lifting progressively heavier weights, or lifting for progressively more reps, or lowering the rest times, all those recipes for success in making progress in a weight room or calisthenics, whatever your avenue is, we know that it works. We have seen people go from zero to hero. At this point, probably millions of people already throughout the world. We know that this is the tried and true method. Break your limits every single time, improve something, and you will get more shredded. You will get stronger. You will get more jacked. You will get a better physique. You will lose weight. You know, all those different factors. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Isometric training really isn't new. In fact, it's one of the oldest forms of training out there. In terms of body weight holds, you know, the kind you find in martial arts, like think about your traditional horse stance, calisthenics, think of your planks. You know, that stuff dates back thousands of years, guys. The old time strongmen who fathered strength training and bodybuilding as we know it today, they all use static isometric holds in training. All of them. As feats of power. They used it to determine, hey, you know, this guy is this strong because he's able to hold for X amount of time. How valid isometrics are if performed correctly, it's been substantiated by experience and scientific studies for a long time, guys. It's been used and praised by real world experts. Think of your Eugene Sandoz to Bruce Lee's to Paul Anderson's. Very noteworthy, very strong and powerful and influential people. By comparison, if we think of modern weightlifting, honestly, the adjustable barbell and the dumbbells, they're a little over 100 years old. If anything, it's the barbells and dumbbells that are new. All right, check this out, y'all. I'm not attacking lifting. Listen, I've been lifting for a long time. I love weights. I love lifting things up and putting them back down, sometimes in dramatic fashion. I love strapping up, gearing up, opening that gym door, be like, yeah, I messed these weights up today. Like, it's just a whole different vibe change. I love it. It clearly works. My physique, as you see it right now, that's from weightlifting. I would be the last person to attack lifting. This video and this whole channel by itself is not meant to attack lifting. That'd be like attacking myself. However, though, just because the lifting works, it doesn't mean that, and I can only speak for myself, and I hope that a lot of us also share the same idea. I think we're limiting ourselves. This is a better way to put it. I think we're limiting ourselves if we become closed-minded to other forms of training. So for example, when I train clients, I have them go through, of course, your dumbbells, of course, your kettlebells, your barbells, and calisthenics. Those are my main four, but I do also use isometric holds. Now, I use them a lot more after learning an astounding amount of information from Paul Waite's Isometric Manual. Link in the description if you want to grab that book. Highly recommend you purchase that. Highly. You will learn a lot. Isometric holds, I've had my clients use that. I've seen the difference. I've seen what strengthening your body without moving, the benefits that can do for you years ago without knowing all the science that I know about it now. Kind of interesting how that worked in reverse. Is that how that, okay. But I also have my clients use resistance bands on top of other, I guess you'd call it unorthodox, would that be the right term? Methods of training that I know on paper they've worked, and I've seen the translation from those gains into other areas of fitness. We can look back at any pivotal point in time, and there's always a certain group of people, and honestly, I don't fault them. I don't fault that group of people because it's so different that people will talk. That's just how we're designed, guys. So when the automobile came through, people were like, man, come on, man, you don't actually believe that'll take off, right? Who uses those metal buckets with rubber tires on it, you know? Okay, bro, I'll just see, like, we're gonna go back on our horse and buggy. We know that works, so, you know what I mean? It sounds ridiculous now, But really, a hunk of metal is gonna fly through the air? You know, like, dude, no, it's just gonna come crashing down to the ground, and God forbid if there's people in it, they're all going to die horribly. It sounds funny now, and there were people that really discredited those things when they were first, you know, the light bulb. You know, really, you can see somebody's face as they're talking to them, like across the world. When someone asks me a question about the Isochain, and somebody asks me a question about isometrics, I'm not automatically on the defensive. I think that's foolish. I understand why. This stuff has been working for years, decades. Like, what did I say earlier in the video? Like a little over a century now, it's 100 years. But again, modern lifting is just that, it's modern. And the thing about the isometric training and validity and the effectiveness is bar none. We have to look at it as, doesn't look cool. It looks odd, it looks weird, it looks different. When somebody's like lifting weights, like, yeah, you know, like they're going in, we kind of associate that as like, yeah, yo, they killing it over there. But when you see somebody pushing up against a freaking tree, we're like, what is that dude doing? We laugh and point because we don't understand until we have the knowledge, right? And that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this channel, because I really don't see too much on ISOs out there. And so that's why this channel is so focused on ISOs and the Isochain, obviously. I don't know, it's interesting. I think the more we know about it, the more that we're just like, oh, okay, you know, maybe it's not for me, but I see why. And yes, that is a very valid and effective form of training for person A, B, and C, maybe not D, E, and F. But so it's been just about a year training on the Isochain. The gains and, dude, everything that I've noticed with the Isochain, it deserves its own video, and it will have one in October, early October to mid-October. That'll be exactly a year of me using the Isochain. I want to save what I've experienced using the Isochain, the strength, all of those things. I want to save it for that video. But I will say, supplementing the Isochain on top of my weightlifting routine has been one of the most rewarding experiences and decisions I've made in my entire fitness career. I'm really excited about showing you guys that video on I've used the Isochain for 1 year, here's what happened. So keep an eye out for that. It's really powerful, it's not new. It's one of the oldest forms of developing strength, muscle mass, lean muscle mass that's in existence. It's about time we shed some light on it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, go ahead and comment. And if you're not yet part of the squad, hit that subscribe button, come join the squad with us. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.